All right, what is up, YouTube? Will here, back again with another account review. This time for RePaRu. Now Re here has just returned after having nearly 1,000 days of AFK on some of their characters. Obviously, they've missed quite a bit, so we're gonna be taking a look at that. Well, let's break into the meat and potatoes of this account. Let's see. All right, straight away. Yeah. Okay. Two things straight off the money. Straight off the money. Void tools at minimum on everybody. Void tools at minimum on everyone. Secondly, splicers for everyone. Because you're missing free stat sticks. I find myself doing a little bit of everything. That's fair. Yeah, you definitely want to keep working on your gear. You've fallen for luster. Luster is not optimal. Don't push to this tier. If you're able to even get close to this, you want to be doing divine. So, or troll then divine. So, if you're eager to push into the higher tier content with armor, you want to begin working on troll armor for everybody. And then pushing to divine on everybody. So that's the optimal path. Luster just dies, so don't worry about making luster gear. It's suboptimal. Where's your post box? Fucking mint. Doesn't exist. Okay. Get started on PO boxes. Now the reason I say you need to get started on PO boxes is the juice that comes from PO boxes, especially early, is fucking fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. You're getting additional drop rate and crystal mob spawn chance. You get damage if you have the sailing and gaming boxes unlocked. If you're hurting on trapping, trapping box. Great bonuses. Utility comes in with multi-kill per tier, cash, and printer size. Hell, even the damage is straight fucking damage. If you got to do stuff for, lab or cooking, the boxes are where it's at. Where it's at. For sure. I stopped doing quests after World 2. Okay. Your stamps are probably atrocious then. So we'll take a look. Only one luster armor set for slab, then luster boots for the ceiling boots upgrade. Facts. Oh yeah, you're in World 6. You are in World 6. Next thing on the list. Statues. Onyx, your statues. I guarantee you we're probably going to have to do Eclipsing before Onyxing. You probably don't have Chalky Chip, but luckily, for those who do not know, Chocolate Chip is coming to Lab on April 2nd. If you do not have it, you need to grab it. It is critical for crystal mob farming, which will juice your statue farming. 100%. Looks like you're doing a combination of multi-kill and some various other stuff. But check his death note here. This is not death note. I wanted death note. Yeah. You are on bamboo spirits. My God, man. That's crazy. No, for sure. I just added as a list of things you can improve on, but does not take precedent nor priority on this. So let's break it out in the meat and potatoes of World 1. Oh. Where the hell did you get this? Bear with me one moment. Alright. So, points on your anvil look fine. Just make sure you're claiming. For sure. You don't want to have, full anvils and not doing anything. So definitely make sure you're claiming. Upgrades wise. As you can see, I bought some bundles. There's some damage percent gear there. Yep, I definitely saw. So that's good that you've got some bundles. There's definitely some good gear out there. Next on that, bribes, you're probably either stuck at tuna or World 6, or stuck at tuna. Fair enough. Stamps. Okay. I know you said you stopped doing quests after World 2, but you need to pick up multi-tool stamp as soon as feasibly possible. Because I guarantee your prints are incredibly subpar, and this is what juices the shit out of them. Multi-tool stamp is fucking disgusting. Okay? So, For you, I'm going to set a goal. So, 1, unlock all your stamps. You gotta get on the questing grind, my man. You gotta get on the questing grind. 2, push stamps to 8K minimum. 8K stamp minimum. What's best use of Gilded Stamp? Crystalline or multi-tool? Depends what your goal is. If you're struggling to get crystal mob spawn chance, crystalline. If your overall is to improve your prints, improve your resource gain, multi-tool. It comes down to what function are you hard focusing between the two. Owl, you're at 10, you're a clicker. Is multi-tool linear? Yeah, I think it's like 100 or so, shit like that. I don't recall what the exact rate is that it adds per level, but yeah, it's linear. It's a set value, as far as I understand. Bubbles-wise. Okay, your alchemy's pushed up to early World 4 stuff. My advice to you is keep unlocking bubbles. I swear to God, if I see you working on sigils, we're going to have a problem. The hard focus ability on bubbles here is going to be Larry and Undeveloped Costs. These two are going to be nasty as fuck. Larry, so you're getting your buy one, get one free. And Undeveloped Costs, so you're getting your reduction in materials cost. So they work in conjunction very, very well. Cauldrons-wise, yeah, you still need to work on maxing your cauldrons out. You've got people working on that and on liquids, which is great. Okay, good. Vials. Now, be honest with me. Are you forgetting to do vials, or you just have bad luck? Just be brutally honest with me. Because honestly speaking, in terms of like what's important here, if you're mixed, okay. If you're hurting on money, diet or drink. If you want to improve your statues, for sure, keep working on skin and zero cal. If you want to improve your stamps, Blue Flave. Blue Flave is one of your early options. Eventually, when you push to World 5, what's it called? You push in World 5, you can get this. That damn bunny is for 4 days. So just as an FYI, you do know this. You don't have to do this linearly, correct? So if you're struggling with bunny, you can work on anything else. None of this has to be linearly done. So you can work on them you can work on other ones. If you're like, all right, fuck this, I haven't got it yet, I'll come back to it. You can go do, orange slices. You can go do venison malt. No, I'm aware. On the luck, yeah. I've had bad RNG. Yeah, that's true. That's the misspeak on my part. But yeah, you don't have to do them in order for it. You can just say, yeah, fuck monies. I'll come back to it later and work on anything else. It's definitely better if you're hard stuck on something. But yeah, just keep it up. Do your daily runs. Do your mash drops, and you'll get it eventually. Shit sucks, but just keep up with it. And then, yeah, in general, unlocking and working on your battles is key. I don't think you're that far. Okay, I'm just gonna try something else. Yeah, don't let you just sit there and butt heads against something. It's better to just keep working on unlocking new battles. Unlocking new battles. Game on battles. Sigils. Yeah, you're not touching sigils. Fantastic. You've done some Kilroy. Yeah, so the last map in World 5, the one that deviates off from the World 5 boss map, will get you to Tremor Worms. Tremor Worms will have you... This is the material you get from them. It unlocks Venison Malt. Venison Malt's another additional material cost for a stamp. It's why it works great with Blue Flave, because you're getting... I believe it's additive. I don't think it's multiplicative. Additive material reduction costs on your stamps, which will help push those out in the long run. Don't forget to do your Kilroys. Do not forget to do your Kilroys. Keep working on boosting out the bonuses. Rue-wise, where you at? 2, just keep up with Rue. Ideally, where you are at, I'd say 6 to 8 is a good middle ground for you. Prince-wise, I like what I'm seeing. I said that, and then there's this, but... that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, not bad. I mean, you're obviously not at a high threshold on your prints. I'll have to double check your prayers, but it's in conjunction with prints and stamps and all the other shit in the game. Refinery wise, you're at purples, which is good. And Collider, you don't have any, which is great. Equinox, you've been working on. Good. From a green stacks for Equinox. Okay. Yeah, that's just do it with your elemental sorcerer. You can farm out materials for worlds 1, 2, and 3 because there's a 100 one that'll come up as well. If you just farm out the materials from mob drops in worlds 1, 2, and 3 and a couple of shop items, you'll be able to easily blow past 100 green stacks. Buildings wise, automation arm is a priority. Chest space, death note, cost cruncher is a priority. You did salt look, which is great. You did 3D printer, which is great. Do not touch item collider. Get your hands off that. Don't worry about that. And collider is not a priority. Primordial Shrine, put 1 level in, you'll be fine. But your important ones you want to be working on is these. No salts? Well, keep working on your salts. Keep working on your salts. So if you're hurting on salts here, keep in mind it's best to push out the ratio. So if you're like, okay, well, I'm hard stuck on purple. You've only got 1 rank in purple. Take a look at the ratio sheet and say, okay, what do I need XYZ to be in order to get additional purple stuff? So just keep working on that because it does look like you're 0%ing this, which is fine, and then this looks like it'll all be in conjunction in terms of hourly gain, so that'll be okay. But just keep it up with that. Refinery's slow to get cooking, but once it does, you'll be able to get plenty of salts. Death noting, I need to check where you're at with Rift. Rift 25, so you do have Eclipse Skulls, which is good. To 100 claim. Yeah, because you want to do the rank up. No, that's completely understandable. That's what we all do. Because functionally speaking from a refinery standpoint, yeah, you just want to keep greens and reds at 0, and whenever they reach 100, claim it and go. That's all you got to do. If you really want to farm like the early salts, you can 10% them. Not recommended. Just sit them at 0 and keep leveling them up. Okay, so you do have Eclipse Skulls unlocked, which is great. If you're... And this is what I would recommend hands down. And it looks like you're also getting close to Trimworm, which is great. Working on crawlers, which is nice. Don't push into World 6 anymore. Halt pushing into World 6. Your primary focus should be Eclipse Skulls. Because you're missing out on a lot of free multiplicative damage. Eclipse Skulls Worlds 1 through 3. Super viable. Super viable to do Worlds 1 through 3. Worship-wise, just make sure you're spending your worship. Yeah, if you do plan on candying it, make sure you do it on your Berserker, because I don't think you have a DB. I might be dead wrong. Yeah. So, yeah, it's 1 billion kills to get it. And the reason you do this is because, and you do it on a DB, is under Apocalypses here. It requires 1 billion kills to wow a monster. And this grants a additional golden food effect. So it is 100% worth it. 100% worth it. So you'll want to do it on your Berserker. One, so you're going to get the Super Chow and Chow requirements as well, and the wows that you don't have yet. And as a result, getting your wowed. Yeah, and the trick that Roy is describing here is you take a look at... DB quests can be done in Coliseums, by the way. That is true. That is absolutely true. You could do DB through Coliseum. You want to push to get double kills. Yeah, thank you. That's part of his mechanic as well, but that's not also the reason. You want to take advantage of the double dipping, Roy. If you're going to do it, you may as well get the most out of it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. If you want to play optimally, you can push these all out to about 100 mils, so you're getting as much multi-kill bonus out of it as well. And then pushing them to a bill, or you can just blow straight through it. It's entirely up to how you want to handle it time management-wise. Worship-wise, like I said, you're fine. Just keep up with your worship. Keep pushing their levels out. You're definitely going to need it. Totems-wise, great. You're up to Frosty Fireflight. Prayers-wise. Prayer Sampler's fine for now. Getting your stamps up and running will be more beneficial as well because you won't have to invest as much currently souls-wise into Royal Sampler since you don't have to gain as much sample size from Sampler initially. You'll be able to get a lot more through your stamps and the like. Skill Dimwit, very critical. Make sure everybody's running Skill Dimwit and keep pushing levels into this. Very important to do so. And you are running Tachyon on the Titans, which is great. Traps-wise, you're working on bunnies. Godspeed. Salt Lick. Yeah, you're hurting on salts, I could definitely see. The multi-kill rate per world is for free is all fantastic for sure. Yeah, you've invested quite a lit into the refinery speed. I'd be interested to see as well on some of your breeding. Like, there's plenty of mechanics that'll all interact in conjunction with it. In terms of your red salts, definitely push this out first. You do want to get better samples. First and foremost, that you're able to keep up with your salts, because eventually the costs are going to start to scale relatively fast, and you want to be able to keep up with the print requirements on that. World 4. Looks like you're unlocking new spices there, which is fine. You're doing kind of all over the place stuff. Oh, you're just touching World 4. Okay. The golden kind of focuses for World 4 will always be meal cooking speed for kitchen levels, and then skill efficiency. Those are the top 3 in terms of focus. Eventually, when you get down here, and this is just for something later, keep this in the back of your mind. This value here for leak caps at 200%. Do not ribbon it. Do not ribbon leak. Save your ribbons for other important stuff like cabbage, like improving your egg, like improving your corn. Those are the important bits. And once you unlock Corn Dog, you'll have another aspect of meal cooking speed. So just keep up with your cooking. Not much there. You're just starting out on that. Territory-wise, given where your salts are at, you're probably... Okay, so you're down here. So yeah, just keep working on unlocking all your foods. Yeah, in arena, you're 35. So you're close to getting the 5th at 50. Yeah, just keep progressing it. Let me take a look at your lab here. Indeed, you are not late, Demon. You are not late, Demon. I hate cooking lab and divinity. Yeah, okay, so you are struggling with your salts, right? You're trying to get more salts. But you're missing a freebie here. You're missing a freebie here. And it's this. And also you're missing out on probably one of the best nodes out here, which is No Bubble Left Behind. This is automatic alchemy upgrading as long as you have the level for it. So at least having it 5 or so will count it. I'm curious what your divinity is at then. Oh no. So I know you hate divinity, but here's the thing. Link everybody to Arctis. If you hate divinity, if you absolutely hate divinity, link everybody to Arctis. So you're getting this modifier. You don't have to stick them in lab and AFK them. Where if you have Arctis, they're going to exist in lab passively. So you're able to get the bonuses from lab while doing other shit. If you ever get your hands on a Doot or somebody trades you one, it's just the ball game changes massively because you have access to all of them, so it's a whole different argument. But functionally, all of these are important, minus one in particular. And do not hook up Viaduct of the Gods. This is a noob trap early. It's going to stunt your growth in your alchemy. Everything else is critically important. I mean, Killer Brightside for double kills, so you could have been doing your portals faster. And in this case, this is going to count for your death notes. So if you have Killer Brightside on and you're pushing your DB to do his Zhao Chaos and Wows and the Eclipse Skulls, you're going to get double bang for your buck on monster kills. And this is going to work with multi-kill as well. So it's definitely viable. Shrine World Tour makes it so it is fantastic. So if you just take your shrines, stick them in the town map, you're going to have access to all of them. So you don't have to drag them around with you as you're pushing. So everybody will have access to it. Double bonus on everything except for miss stamps is great. This is going to give you better effects for all of the jewel mainframes. So basically these. So all your jewels, you're going to get some really, really good bonuses. This is if you're going to be farming out the Siege Breaker shenanigans, where you basically stick a Siege Breaker in the Green Mushrooms map so that one, you're farming out increased forge speed, so you're able to blow through more ore and get more bars, and two, you're able to get every million kills you get additional cash, so this helps with Money Molt. Vials giving double bonuses is great, especially if you're going to be working on stamps, so you're getting double bang for your buck out of your stamp material reduction costs. This is more damage per green stack, so in this case you're missing out on 38% free additional damage. This is sigil shit, don't worry about this. If you can push all the way to Viral Connection, this is going to increase your connection range by 50%. So it's, although it's capped at about 80 pixels, which is fine, this will allow you to grab multiple bonuses a lot faster across the board. Artifact Attraction will help push your World 5 sailing. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll go over a total at the end of it. More slab bonuses, so based off of how many items you've touched in the game. Skill multi for all the World 6 skills. And then crop bonus multi, for which is relevant to World 6 stuff. Rift-wise, in terms of bonuses, I would wholeheartedly recommend starting to get Stamp Mastery, so you're able to get the production of Gilded Stamps going. You were not going to get a lot early on, but it is definitely worth it to try to get Gilded Stamps. For sure, for sure, for sure. Eventually, you'll want to push out to Vile Mastery, Ruby cards, Kilroy Prime. Construction Mastery is really, really good. Specifically because you'll be able to grab this at level 250, so you'll be able to juice your refinery speed across the board as well. In terms of skill mastery, okay, so you're missing out on a really, really, really nice modifier out of here, and it's this. It's the X passives. So this is based off of the total level of your characters combined. So you have a total level of 243 mining levels across all of your characters. Now, once you unlock this, you have no longer a need to equip mining cards when you are mining. Instead, you can equip, skill efficiency cards, AFK time, etc., etc. And it's just free gains. Free gains because you no longer have to equip these cards. And it's going to apply to all the relevant cards. All the relevant cards. So I think this is an important aspect for sure. So skill mastery, unlock your passive card effects. No, it doesn't work that way. Once they're passive, they're passive. Because all it's functionally doing is it's just going to be the same value. So that's why you equip other things with it, like skill efficiency and the like. Other than that, yeah, and I mean, Worship has one as well. You've done Trapping, which is great. But I mean, the Worship one's really, really nice. Really, really nice. Tome, you're top 70%. Look at that. Tome's not relatively important. You're nowhere near where it gives a shit. Sailing wise. Okay. So just a piece of advice in terms of what is important in sailing. What I would wholeheartedly recommend is Fury Relic for this modifier here. You're getting plus 25 max talent library. This is really, really good. Frost Relic is incredibly good, because this is free skill efficiency for it. So these two are great. And then if in terms of prints, Golden Relic is absolutely fantastic. And then Moyhead. So this is great because it also works in conjunction with the effect from Lab. Like there's some fantastic modifiers in here. So just do keep up with your sailing, and then keep working on them once you get because you can double up on them, and then when you unlock the Eldritch bonus from Rift, you'll be able to triple down, and then eventually when you have the Jade, you can buy the quadruple down from World 6, which will give you Sovereign level. So definitely worth it. Divinity, like I said, push to Arctis to at least get them in your mainframe for sure. If you want to make your life easier while you're farming Divinity, you can do this. Keep in mind, since you don't have Doot, it's going to work a bit different. What you can is you can put people in lab to start farming out lab levels for lab total. And then you're going to make sure that they have a good prayer setup for Divinity Shrine. So you're able to get the most bang for your buck out of that, which is what I have in my world currently, because I'm farming out the last levels for the last gem. Gaming, you're at white bits. So note here. Unlock your gods and work Arctis. Gaming is gaming. It's just going to take time and progression. So just keep working on getting your super bits, unlocking your imports, and so on and so forth. It's gonna just take a while. Whole, you're at level 8, which is okay. Just keep working on Whole. In terms of bonuses here for Whole, since you don't have Oot, you have access to this here. So put points in this for sure. Do not put any points anymore to this. This only goes up to 30%. It is not worth your scalability. This is fantastic, and wholeheartedly I would recommend it. Same with the monument bonuses here. Fantastic. Those are the important ones. Don't worry about ballot box effect here, and don't worry about Equinox fill rate just yet. Multi-ore is going to serve you fairly well, so focus on one, getting this up, and then this, and then start working on, Equinox or Forge. There's other stuff. Slab-wise, I'm more curious than anything else. More curiosity sake than anything. Yeah, this is all fine. Let's see. So farming, you're kind of just all over the place, which is okay. The big thing when it comes to crops, and you're just on the initial crops here, you want to focus on land, growth speed, +1 crop, and pushing towards XP, and eventually when you get it, crop evo and the like. But yeah, farming is going to be slow and tedious as shit. I ain't got the nothing trophy. Fair enough. Probably not Royal. We got reviews to do today. The engineering's got to take a sideline on this, I'm afraid. Eventually, when you unlock land ranks, it will help. You'll start to speed up. You'll start to work on getting additional rank, multiplicative, stealth increases, so on and so forth. That's what it really starts to shine. For now, start working on unlocking, getting the benefits out of your day market, and just locking the crops when you reach the relevant farm. So you'll get there. So in terms of sneaking, you want to keep pushing your sneaking to the point where you have all your tunes unlocked. You want to start getting your sneaking levels up as soon as possible. Primarily for this, early wave sneaking is really going to help out. So that's why I recommend you start pushing to world 5, floor 5, floor 6, and floor 7 to get all your guys up and running, so they can start to accumulate sneaking levels. And we also have a guide on the YouTube channel if you want to really get into the meat and potatoes of what sneaking is about, and a meta guide down the line. your best item probably early for sneaking, getting that that stealth is going to be here on World 5. This is the Silken Veil. World 5, ugh. Floor 5, the Silken Veil will help really juice your early sneaking. Summoning wise, you're probably, yeah, you're just getting into summoning. Beanstalking, not worried about it. Your cards are probably not super optimal. Not too terrible, functionally. I'm missing some of this, but that's okay. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty content. So, out of everything, so keep in mind, this is just a general list of things I would like you to work on. A general list of things I'd like you to work on, amongst everything. Focusing on getting Void Tools on everybody at minimum. Getting Splicers on everybody at minimum. Pushing everybody to Troll Armor and eventually Divine sets, once you get the salts for it and all that jazz. Getting started on PO boxes in World 2. Very critical. There's some great boxes there where they grant some great bonuses. Onyxing your statues, do that down the line. Not super critical at the moment. You have other things you need to work on. Unlocking all your stamps and then pushing your stamps. I would recommend an 8k minimum. I think that's viable. It's just going to take a lot of material to do. If you're looking to farm mob mats, do it with your elemental sorcerer. It's the best to do it on. Keep unlocking your new vials and working on your vials. Do the best you can. If you're stuck on something, remember you can just come back to it later. Just keep pushing your vials out. They're very, very important. The big chunk here is getting your DB. If you can't, that's fine. Do it with your BB. That's okay. And pushing your Eclipse Skulls out for Worlds 1, 2, and 3, so you're able to get all that additional juicy multiplicative damage. One that I would say takes probably precedent over most is taking your skilling mastery seriously, getting some more levels across the general of your account, and pushing all of your skills to the point where you're able to get passive card effect on skill mastery. So getting your passive card effect is going to be great for you. It's going to be absolutely great. And then last but not least, unlock your gods and work on Arctis. If you lab sucks, I know it sucks, but at least when you push through Divinity and you get Arctis, you're able to stick people, you're at least able to stick your tunes that are quote-unquote in lab into getting you bonuses like Kill Your Brightside, like No Bubble Left Behind, like the additional tubes for your refinery speed, shit like that. But overall, I think that's plenty of stuff to work on. Do you have any additional questions for me, things you'd like me to focus up on, or things I've missed, stuff like that? Anything come to mind, RePaRu? Because if you're ever stuck or whatever, if you got other questions as well, we've got our Discord up. Happy to answer anything that comes up as well. But that being said, this has been an Eidolon account review. If any of you guys would ever like, I gather the statues, or should I gather them and use them? For right now, as it sits for you, don't worry about statues. Just gather them and store them. You'll be okay for the time being. Just gather them and save them up until you can Equinox. But statues aren't going to be super important for you at the moment. If you're looking to like kind of push things out, you can deposit stuff like the battle axe, like mutton, like egg, spiral, sailing speed, shit, all this other stuff you can. But I personally, I'd save them for the time being, to the point where you can really get some more bang for your buck out of them. 100%. As for always, folks over at YouTube, we here over at Twitch give account reviews to anybody who asks. You can check us out Tuesdays, Thursdays on Twitch or YouTube Live. If you've got any questions or whatever you'd like to request a account review but you can't make it a stream, check us out. Discord in the description below. We've got a channel set up where you can request a account review and drop us your toolbox. We're happy to get to them as soon as we can. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next YouTube video. Have a good one, everybody.